Hi, my name is Mark Nelson, and I'm wanting to talk about international trade and international trade agreements. International trade is basically described as moving goods over long distances. I think nowadays you would have to say that is probably moving goods from one country to another country would be maybe a more accurate description. International trade is thousands of years old. They used to move goods by camels and boats. There was the routes called the Silk Road routes, and that was the routes that were used by people moving silk and other goods. It was named silk due to the fact that they moved a lot of silks, but they moved it from China all the way to the Mediterranean Sea and then out from there across the world. And a lot of people think that had a big effect on civilizing different parts of the world that hadn't seen a lot of these products in the past. So if you fast forward after that into the 1900s, you saw that there was trade agreements and trade policies and trade conferences that were set up. Bretton Woods, named after the New Hampshire town that it was held at, a large hotel there, 1944. Coincidentally, 44 countries participated. And then you move forward into the 1990s, and in 1994, President Clinton signed the NAFTA agreement. That's the North American Free Trade Agreement that involved Canada, the United States, and Mexico, and that basically took the tariffs off of all of North America and allow free trade back and forth. And that is today that is the largest free trade zone in the world by GDP, and it involves 470 plus million people. In January of 2016, the TPP, the Trans-Pacific Partnership, was signed. It is not ratified by the 12 different countries. There's 2 years for which that can be ratified, and then it will take full effect, and that will basically wipe out the tariffs and restriction among those other countries. That does include the United States, Mexico, and Canada, but also countries like Japan, New Zealand, Chile. And that will open up markets for a lot of other countries involved in these, because they will have most favored nation status to trade with these other countries. So as a general rule, I think free trade is good. There's some concerns, and I certainly have them, about the American worker, that we're not losing a lot of jobs to other countries because we pay our people well, and we have safety and environmental standards, and that's important. But I think if we can have a level playing field, and it can truly be free trade and not manipulation by one country over another country, I think the competition is good. And I think overall the world's consumers end up getting both better products and better pricing due to the fact that this competition is there. So I think overall it's a good thing, but needs to be monitored.